think this thing's ready to go. All right. Hello, hello, hello. All right, check 1 2. Check 1 2 1 2. Check 1 2. Hello, everybody. All right, that's a little bit loud. Let me turn this down slightly. I can see that my microphone is. All right, check 1 2 1 2. That looks about right. All right, how's everyone's day going? I don't think it was loud because I have a limiter running, but I can see it's limiting like crazy. And my camera is... Hello, Mr. Camera. Did I forget to plug you back in? I might have forgot to plug my camera back in. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. I gotta plug the camera. Oh, wait. Or... Nope, it's plugged in. Perfect. I just didn't have it turned on. Dear camera. Oh my god. I don't know why. I'm all the way up here, down here. Wherever I'm at. Okay. Stop it, game! Ah! Stop that! Donna's sabotaging my camera. Alright. Man. Alright, there's a new update on the streaming software, and they've made like grabbing a button and moving it around like super sensitive. Like you get it on the spot where you need to grab something, if you move the mouse a hair, it no longer works. That's rough. Oh my god. Why did they do this? The new update sucks. You gotta be freaking kidding me here with this crap. What were they thinking? They've made it crap sandwiches. Holy crap-oly. I'm not a big fan of that, but I guess it is what it is. Alright, let me find your guys' comments. I don't have those up on the screen. Pop out chat. There we go. Alright, please do not turn my stuff into a big old crap sandwich because I personally don't appreciate it. Alright, I think we're live. I think we're ready to rock and roll now. I apologize for all the hubbub. I know Maxthegamer says he doesn't like the live stream because the streaming software is such a pain in the butt. It really is. I'm constantly, like when I'm recording, it never really gives me problems for recording. But when I start a live stream, it seems like every single live stream I have to fight with the software at some point. It's crazy. It's completely crazy. William D, what's going on, my man? How's your day going? Let me try something. You know what I want to do? I got a free trial to Epidemic Sound. Maybe I'll play some of the music from that today. See how that works. Might as well, man. I got a free trial. It's hard to find music on there that I actually like, though, is the problem. Like, I went through earlier and I was looking for music that I thought would be good for gaming, but I'm not sure how good for gaming. Now the other question is, if I play this, will it just keep playing or not? I'm going to play a song and see what happens. Let me turn off the regular music. I don't know if this is going to work out or not, but I want to try it. I know it's going to be really loud too, so let me try and adjust the volume. Enable shuffle. Yes, I can shuffle the music. Perfect. Can you guys hear that? Oh, there we go. All right. I got to figure out what's the proper volume level for this. We'll try it out. I got two things of music playing now. I don't have any Green Day, unfortunately. William D, what's up, man? We got another William. We got two Williams. We got Eddie. Hey, hey. All right, if the live stream's freezing, maybe try and restart your computer or your phone or whatever. Sometimes that'll fix it. Hector, what's up, my man? Okay. I'm stuck with whatever music this service has. We'll see. I've been playing the same music for years and years and years. I figure, well, maybe if this works out, we'll get some new music. I don't know. What's up, Zed? Do I have the Mark IV Supra? Yeah. It's a pretty decent little car. I mean, it's not really any better than the regular Supra, though. The Mark V Supra and the Mark IV Supra are practically the same thing. What's up, Orlando? So how's the music? Do you guys like it better so far? Do I like the Gamera Launch Edition? All Gameras are amazing. If you've got a Gamera and you don't like it, you're doing something wrong. Or you just don't have enough parts. Because I'm telling you right now, the Gameras are awesome. I'm a big fan of Gameras, actually. Alright, Melon likes it. No Rush likes it. Are you talking about my music or the Gamera? William D says, no free service for you. Yeah. I don't care if you got the launch version of the Gamera, the who knows what, the upside down Gamera. They're all awesome. They're super good. I tried to find music that I thought would go good with either my CSR Racing channel or my War Robots channel, so I can't guarantee all of these songs are good because I went through a bunch of them really fast and just hearted the ones I liked. Did I start the wild card? No, I didn't. Let me get that done, man. I keep forgetting we changed that. It sucks that my memory is so terrible, but it's pretty terrible. Wild card. Let me get that started. Thanks for reminding me. I'm a big dumb idiot. Oh, we got a free car. Yay! We're gonna start up this 70. But bam! Bam! Here we go. Alright, he's got the prize car already. Melon says the Gamera is the king up to the 10.4 lobby. It's a low upgrade monster. Do you need all the stage 6 to finish the Prestige Cup? No, normally you need like between 0 and 3. Most of the time you need 2 or 3 stage 6 parts. Where am I at? We're gonna go run this showdown. I'm gonna turn the game sound down a little bit. Alright, we're changing our car. Get out of there. Alright, so basically, I guess I have to use the SVJ or the Super Snake. I'm gonna go with the Snooper Snake. I'm gonna run the Snooper Snake. I think the game and the audio might be a little bit too loud, so we'll try and get that fixed up. Stacks, how's your day going, buddy? I don't like this car. I mean, it's better than the original, but it's still not wonderful, unfortunately. It's okay. Yeah, I'm not sure if some of these more like metal sounding songs are gonna fit. I wonder if they have a mobile version where I can get on there and listen to the music on my phone and then just check the ones that I want to keep. That would make life a lot easier. I'm gonna find out. Because some of these songs definitely aren't gonna fit a race car game channel. Let me turn that down a tad bit more. That music might be a little bit loud. DJ Khaled. I actually have no idea who he is other than I've seen him on TV, but I've never heard his music. I thought he was a producer or something. Does he actually make music? I'm not much of a TV, or I don't listen to the radio or watch TV very much, so I'm not up with the times. Most of the music I listen to is from 2000 or earlier. I like stuff like the Ramones and the Dropkick Murphys and like old bluegrass. I like a lot of old stuff. I like old 50s music, old country, old bluegrass. I like punk rock. I like rock and roll, but not the kind of stuff you hear on the radio. I do like this one particular kind of female vocal music. I don't even know what you call it. Some sort of pop music like Charlie like Charlie XCX or whatever, like that boom clap song. I like stuff like that, which is not normally the type of thing I would listen to, but for some reason I really enjoy that type of music. Whoa, William D says something about a butthole. I don't want to hear about your butthole. Alright, so to tell you the truth, I'm not extremely familiar with the Butthole Surfers, but I do remember a couple of songs back in the 90s that I liked from those guys, but I don't think I ever had one of their albums or anything. Alright, William D, don't ever type butthole into the chat again, please. Thank you. What? You're gonna give people the wrong idea, man. They're gonna be like, why is he typing butthole? And everybody's gonna be like, oh my gosh, what's happening? No one's gonna know. We're all gonna be scared and freaked out, not understanding what's going on. Oh man. Avendern, how's your day going? Alright, I always gotta give William D a hard time. Oh man. Orlando, how's your day, my man? I hope you're awesome. Alright, here we go on the Showdown. I mean, for me, the good thing about Showdown, it's a great way to earn some resources. I don't even know if I have this car set up properly or anything. I really don't. I lost. Whoa, William D said a mudless turd taco. What? Oh, wait, must? Hold on. I'm dyslexic. I can't read. Must less turd. I can't. I'm bad. I'm shutting up now. Alright, here we go. I'll be quiet. 3, 2, 1, go with second, third nitrous. That didn't even work out. I'm not sure how to drive this car. I hate this car. I'm almost thinking about, instead of doing showdowns, maybe I should just do some live racing on the Friday streams instead, because I don't know. I always got some sort of crappy car that I don't like driving on the showdowns. You know what I mean? What's the most rarest tier 5 car in the game? That's really impossible to answer. I mean, rarest in the game. There are so many that are rare and you may or may not be able to get again in the future. I mean, for example, like the Back to the Future time machine, there's 3 of those. Are those ever going to come back? I have no idea. I mean, you may or may not have a chance to get those again. Like a lot of the Ken Block cars are rare, the Honda Indy trucks rare, like the 57 Chevy's rare. There's 1,500 cars in this game, and the majority of them you can only get occasionally. Like any Golden Star car can come out of the crates. But the Purple Star cars, you either buy those when they offer them for real money, you sometimes pull them out of gold crates, or you win them as a prize car or something like that. So I'm not sure there's one particular car that's rarer than the others, to tell you the truth. I mean, there's a lot of cars that get reused for events, and then there's a lot that don't. But I don't think there's a proper answer for that, unfortunately. I do think one of the rarest Golden Star cars is the LaFerrari and the Koenigsegg 1-to-1. Neither one are good in this game, but those are very, 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 very hard to get out of crates. Yeah, if Stax has members, if Stax needs people on his crew, that's going to be a really good crew to join, guys and gals. If you can join Stax crew, that would be awesome. Melon says, why not go 50-50 on... I mean, I could do that. I mean, that's usually what I kind of do, but... as soon as my car stops winning, I should probably just move on to something else, because that's the problem with these showdowns. The game intentionally sets you up to lose after you win so many races. So you get your first like 10, 15, 20 races in, and then all of a sudden it's like you lose from now on. Ah, okay. Orlando said you can get that Cohen's egg from collections. Yeah, you know, I've got a bad memory. I don't remember what's in collections, but that's a beautiful card. It's not any good, unfortunately. I think there was a time where it was actually good. William D, thanks for reminding me about the shift pattern. But generally, I look at it this way. Just for a showdown on a car that I don't like, I'm not going to go in there and start putting more parts into this car to make it faster just to run a showdown, because it's a waste of parts, it's a waste of resources. Now, I will see if I can change some parts around, but I'm not going to spend money on a car or game resources on a car that I'm not going to use for anything else. I don't see the point. What's up, Himmy boy? How you doing today? Yeah, I'm missing quite a few parts on this one, so. Alright. The Indy truck is the second fastest car in the game. The Back to the Future Time Machine Part 3, not Part 1 or Part 2, but the third one, since there are 3 of them in the game. The third one is the fastest car in the game now. Indy truck is number 2, but the truth is they both run so close. I mean, they run so close, it's not even funny. The difference in time is basically nothing. They basically run the same time, in my opinion. But somebody was able to get that Back to the Future car to run just a tad bit. I mean, we're talking a hair. We are talking a hair faster. Mellon says the Indy truck is still very good. The hard part is to keep it in the lobby. Yeah, that's true. The Indy truck, like, if you max it out, nobody wants to race you. If you max it out and go to live racing, everybody knows it's faster than them, so nobody will race it. And then if you set it up on low upgrades, it's a really weird vehicle to set up on low upgrades, but it works. If you know what you're doing with it and you drive it in the right way and all that stuff, but it's a bit of pain. Yeah, I mean, 1.2 million, Orlando, like, I'm gonna agree, that's pretty easy to get if you can spend some time on this game. I would say my average is 1.2 million. Even if I feel like I didn't play that much that season, I usually break 1.2. If I do the daily races, I do the Prestige Cup, you know, I do my 2 live streams a week, and then I do a little bit of this and that here and there throughout the week when I get a chance. That's usually 1.2 million right there just from that stuff. So it's not that hard to hit 1 million respect points if you can do the Prestige Cup and the daily races every season, and then spend a little bit of time on showdowns and live racing, and ba-bam, it should be really easy to beat 1 million. What's up, Vlad? How are you doing today? Green Viper, how are you? Awesome to see ya. We got Darth in the house. I'm doing good. How about yourself? I appreciate you guys coming out. If I missed anybody, I'm sorry. Hey, Sloppy, what's up, buddy? We got Sloppy Skyrose in the house. Alright, can you join me in a Purple Star Bugatti? Honestly, okay, if I'm doing showdowns, I don't think you can really join me at all. This game is not really set up to where you can join people. Now, if I go into a live racing lobby, whatever I set my car up to run, I'll let you guys know, and then you guys can try to set one up around the same to find me, but the game's not really designed to let people find each other or race each other. You can do it, but it's not always easy. What's the best accelerating car right now? That's a hard one to answer because the thing is, in order to find that out, you would have to basically take all 1,500 cars in the game, tune them for the best possible acceleration, and then give each one several runs. That would take, like, imagine trying to do that with 1,500 different cars. I honestly have no idea which one would be the fastest, but I mean, there's a lot of cars with 0 to 60 in less than 1 second right now, but I can't tell you which one would actually be the best. It would take like years to find that out, probably. Hey Vincent, I'm doing pretty good. About yourself? Alright, Stacks tried to send you an invite, but it's not working. So whatever name you gave him must be slightly different than the way you spelled it or something. Alright. Hold on, let me do this race. I see a big long comment all in cap. Somebody's yelling at me. Hold on. Somebody's screaming at me in the chat. 1 second. Let me see what this is about. Don't lose, man. Oh, no. Wait, I got it? Maybe? Ah. Is Tier 3 BMW 2023 M3 Coupe worth it? I don't know. Let me go look and see what that is. There's a bunch of BMWs. There's a bunch of Tier 3 BMWs. Are you trying to do Tempest? Alright, so there's a lot of M3s in the game. Let me see if I can figure out. I don't think I have whatever you're referring to. These appear to be the only M3s that I have here. So you're saying a 2023. I know I got more BMWs than this. Something ain't right. Let's see if I have a 2023 M. See, there's so many darn cars, it's hard to keep track of what's what. It's not the 2023 M2, is it? If you're talking about the M2, that thing is pretty darn good. So the 2021 BMW M4 is great. That M3 right there is really good. Ah, you're talking about this thing, right? Hold on. You're talking about this. I bet this is what you're referring to. I don't know, honestly. I'm not really sure what these are going to run. I mean, if you're trying to do Tempest, I'm guessing you're trying to do Tempest with it. Let's see how many parts I have installed on this. I got this pretty highly upgraded. You throw that on there. Let's do it a run and just see what it does for the heck of it. That's one of the problems about this game is, I don't know, I've got videos that go over a lot of these cars, but most of these, you know, I drive them a couple of times and then I move on to something else. So my memory of each car is not good. They just keep adding more and more and more and more cars. But yeah, I'm not even sure if this is the one you're referring to. Oh, come on, stupid thing. The game turned it out on me. The game has turned into a turd. I don't know why it does that. Alright, so that ran into 8.9s. That's not really great. With the amount of parts I have on it, that seems pretty slow. This car doesn't seem wonderful, honestly. 3, 2, 1, go. Let's give that a go and see what that does. Yeah, this car doesn't feel great at all. So you're talking about an M2. Yeah, I don't know. I'll tell you which BMWs I think are really good really quick. How about we do that? I'll tell you about the ones that I am familiar with. Let me go through these for tier 3. Which ones are actually awesome? Alright, so the 2021 M4 Coupe here, the performance, that car is awesome. The 2023 M2, that's an awesome little car for tier 3. The 2023 M2 Coupe M Performance, that's a really nice little car. That one is quite good for a tier 3 car. Now that's tier 5. I mean, if you go with like some of these other cars, they're okay, but I mean, most of them are just kind of so-so. The one in the race pass. Yeah, I'm not even sure. I don't even remember what's in the race pass. I got a terrible memory. There's too many cars and my memory is very bad, so. I suck at remembering, that's for sure. I try to document, you know, like when a new car comes out, I try and figure it out, run it, document it, get a video out there for you guys, and then usually after that, the majority of those cars I never drive again, so. After I make a video, a week or two later, I've already forgot all about it. Generally, if there's a certain car I'm trying to find out about, I'll go watch my own video on that car to refresh my memory. Alright. So what are you guys thinking about the different music so far? Are you guys liking or not liking the new music? I signed up for a free trial of Epidemic Sound, so I've been playing the same music on this channel for like 6 years. Alright, Orlando think it's better if I go right into third, huh? Let me try it. Let me try it. 3, 2, 1, go. Second, third, nitrous. Let's try that. And look, I lost. Are you sure that was faster? Dara says, are you using the sound setup? Yeah. I basically have music from Epidemic Sound playing right now instead of the same old stuff. Alright, I think the easiest way to beat that Tempest campaign, grab the not the BMW, hold on a second. Grab the Mustang, grab the Tier 3 Mustang out of there. And I'll tell you why. There's definitely a big drawback about the Tier 3 Mustang, but here's the deal. If you go into the dealership, you buy the Tier 3 Mustang, you can buy them and strip them. Buy them and strip them. Buy them and strip them. And you're just going to easily get all kinds of parts for that car. But you do got to spend some of those elite tokens, I think, to add a few elite levels to make the car faster, which is a drawback. But the car is easy to get. You can really easily get parts for it by buying and stripping more of them. It just works really good for that type of thing. Now, here's my advice on Tempest and the campaign and stuff like that. The majority of the boss cars in the game are not very good. Alright, most of the boss cars in the game are pretty bad. If I were a brand new player, I would not be in any hurry to do the Tempest or the campaign races. I would simply put those aside. I wouldn't even look at them until I've been playing for, 6, 7, 8, 9 months. And I had a nice collection of fast cars. And then I would go run through that stuff and just breeze through it like it was nothing. I would collect all the crappy boss cars. And then I would never upgrade or drive pretty much any of them, to tell you the truth. So honestly, those campaigns and boss races and all that really aren't worth your time these days. I mean, 10 years ago or 9 years ago when that stuff first came out, yeah, there was some pretty cool stuff in the game, but they kept adding more and more and more and, newer stuff that kept getting better and better. And all those boss cars turned into old school irrelevant vehicles that aren't really worth a darn anymore. So unfortunately, they're all pretty bad these days. There's a couple of Tier 1 boss cars that I really like. And I still, for some reason, sort of like the Sesto Elemento, but yeah, the SVJ Roadster with enough parts will definitely beat Tempest. Most Tier 5 cars will. So my advice is, if you are doing Tempest, for Tier 1, use the Volkswagen Golf GTI. For Tier 2, either the Porsche Boxster or get the Mazda Miata Rocket Bunny. For Tier 3, I would just personally grab the Mustang out of the dealership, upgrade that till it was ready. Tier 4 is where it gets hard. Tier 4 gets really hard, but you can get the Jack Roush Mustang out of collections that does not need any Stage 6 parts. And then Tier 5, just about any car with enough parts will do it. Tier 5 is probably the easiest, to tell you the truth, because almost all the cars in the game are going to be fast enough. Yeah, you can buy some of the boss cars out of collections as well, but they're not worth it. I wouldn't spend my collections credits on those. I really wouldn't. Alright, I think my car is to the point where it sucks too bad to move forward, so we might move over to a different car and go do some live racing. Maybe we'll move to the new Evo 38 or whatever. I did purchase that, and I did put some parts into it, and so far I'm really enjoying that car. I don't know, we'll grab, you know what, let's grab the 57 Chevy. I haven't driven that for a while. Alright, so my understanding is the next Elite Tuners event doesn't start till sometime in March. It could possibly start before that, but rumor has it it's like March 2nd or something like that. Wait, what am I going to be stopping, William D? He says something about stop unless it's maxed. Alright. Charisma says, I don't have any fusion parts. Fusion parts are extremely important. Like, extremely important. If you don't have fusion parts, your car is going to be slow and terrible. So, one thing about this game is it takes a lot of patience. This game takes a lot of patience. Where is the evil looking Chevrolet that I like so much? It's got to be around. There it is. Ooh, I got a stage 6 part for it. Let's see which one it is. Maybe it's one of the good ones. Let's find out. The Bel Air. Ooh, it's a body. I'm going to throw that on there. Yeah. That's normally, on most cars, that's a really good stage 6 part to have. So I'm going to go ahead and put that on there. Alright, let me go reset this thing. I'm going to put my transmission on 5. Okay, those are all stock. Nitrous, body, tires. Let's try and tune this and see what lobby we can get it into. I think this is a 1957 Bel Air, if I remember correctly. Pretty sure it's a 57. But no, it's not maxed out. So right there, that can be like the 10.4 lobby. 9.8. All right, I think we're gonna be in the 9.8 lobby, guys and gals. We're gonna try and get this into the 9.8 lobby. All right, we're gonna go with that. 9.8, guys and gals. 9.8. It might be a 56. I kind of remember it being a 57, but hey, my memory's terrible. Very well could be a 56. Oh man, Darth says your phone won't load CSR. I'm not really sure what the best thing to do in that situation is. Did you try to restart the phone? I mean, maybe clear the game cache? Uninstall and ah, come on! Why does it do this to me? That's alright. I don't know why this happens, but the screen goes dark and then my controls lock up on me. It's not good. It's not good. I get tired of that. Alright. Ryan said it's 100% a 57 Chevy. Why I don't use full upgrades. For live racing, you don't really want full upgrades on a lot of cars. Setting up a car for live racing is kind of an art. Maxed out cars often don't live race well or have some big disadvantages, so. The best live racing cars are generally on low upgrades. Now, if you're trying to run a showdown or you need the car to be fast for something, then you wouldn't want to set it up like this. But for live racing, this is the way to do it for best practices, best optimal results. I don't know. It just works. I'm bad at speaking today. I'm having a hard time concentrating today, so it's one of them days. All right, so if you're new to this game and you got questions, I mean, I've got about what, 800 videos on this game that go over all the different stuff. I mean, just go to YouTube and search for whatever it is you're looking for, and more than likely one of my videos or one of Max the Gamer's videos will come up. Another good place is Reddit. I think there's a couple of Discord servers for this game. There's a Reddit for this game, and then me and Max the Gamer have so many videos that go over almost everything in this game, it's unreal. French, that's really only true if you're doing showdowns. For live racing, let's just say, alright, right now I got this car set up so it should be in the 9.8 lobby. That means I want to drive the car at 9.8. I don't want to run faster or the game's going to start punishing me and then moving me into another lobby, then another lobby, and next thing you know, my car will never be able to win a live race again because it pushed me a bunch of times. It's kind of ridiculous, to tell you the truth. But this lobby here is dead. I don't know where everybody's at. But no, the game will punish you. If you beat your dyno time or the lobby time your car is set up for, the game will punish you for that, which is terrible, but it does. I don't know why they do that, but they do that. And it's not fun once your car gets pushed. Not fun at all. That's one thing I've never understood, is why they do that to us. Alright, let's try and find another lobby. This one's dead. Stacks, have a great day, buddy. Thank you for coming out. I appreciate that. Alright, what I want to do is go back up here. Alright, please give me a new lobby with people. Oh, same one. I don't know. You know, this game updates so often, it's hard to keep track of whether you got the new update. I mean, half the time you log on, it's like downloading new content. You're like, oh man, that's crazy. French, I've been playing this game for about 9 years, actually. Used to be the game would update once every couple of months. Now it's like every other day there's a new update. It's nuts. That's what it feels like. I'm probably exaggerating a little bit, but that's what it feels like. Alright, here we go. I think this music's pretty decent. It's not really the type of music I would normally listen to, but for background music, it works. I think it's like 15 bucks a month. If I want to purchase this service, it's like 15 bucks a month, and then I can use it on 3 different YouTube channels. So I might do it. I don't know. Sounds like the type of music you would hear in like a Fast and Furious movie. I think my robot fighting game might benefit from music during the gameplay. And then I can use it on the live streams for this channel. Yeah, let me know if you guys like this or not. If you haven't already said so, let me know if you like this music or not. Alright, let's see if we can get this guy to race me. Leon, what's up? We are getting turt up with this track. I don't know what that means. 3, 2, 1, go. Dark. What about a special milestone car? An LB Mini Pooper? I don't think we want one of those. I don't think we want a Mini Pooper. I'll pass, Dark, but thank you. I'll not take the Pooper. What about a guy driving a Dodge Hellcat? I can't read. Why can't I read? I hate being dyslexic. I really do. I suck at reading. Donna sabotaged my reading. Donna did it. I'm telling you right now, it was Donna. Darn you, Donna. That's all I gotta say. She sabotaged my speaking as well. Hold on, William D. I don't know, man. How would I find that out? I don't know if I got it or not. What's the best way to check? Oh, wait. That's Melon asking me. I'm telling you guys, I'm an idiot. Melon, how do I check to see if I got the update? I'm not sure. Oh, Lord. Okay. Don't mind me. The race button is broken. Donna sabotaged my race button now. Darn you, Donna. Do I have a live racing set up for the CC850? Yeah, I got a video that goes over that car, which also shows stage 5, stage 6 live racing and reviews it as well. I don't remember offhand. I mean, there's different ways to set these up. I don't remember needing very many parts in that car at all to make it awesome, so you could probably get away with just doing like your transmission on stage 5, nitrous on 2, tires on 3, and maybe your oh, Google Play will tell me. I think the game is frozen. Alright guys, the game is crapped out on us. I'm gonna have to restart the game. Son of a... Oh wow, that was weird. I guess I won't need to restart. You know, I'll tell you what, even Google Play lately seems to be kind of a mess. It used to be really easy to navigate that and find stuff. They keep making things harder and harder to use. I've noticed that about Google. Google doesn't make their products easier to use, they make them harder to use. Then they start hiding settings inside of other settings that are already hidden. It's just like, my God, why do they do this? Like, for example, even YouTube used to be, back in the day on the YouTube, there was just a drop down bar on the left hand side, and you would drop that down, you could easily find anything you wanted right there. No problem. It would take you 10 seconds. Now it's like settings are inside of settings, inside of other settings that are inside of some other setting that has other settings inside of it with settings on top of that and then settings on the bottom of it. And it's just like, you gotta Google search how to find certain things. Google makes all of their stuff so hard to use. It's awful. I don't know why they do that, but Google makes things really hard to use. Alright, is it worth it to finish all the ladders? What are you talking about, like the Tempest races? Alright, there's a lot of things I did 8-9 years ago that I don't even probably remember about. I mean, bottom line is, eventually you want to do everything if you can. But if it's an event that's not timed and you can do it at your own pace, I wouldn't be in any hurry to do anything like that you can do at your own pace. My focus would be just going through the daily races, doing all the little stuff, enjoying the game, collecting some good cars, and then, you know, once you get a nice collection of cars, then start worrying about all that extra stuff. So I'll show you, this is my daily routine, right? So I haven't done this today, but the first thing I normally do, what I should do, but since I'm live streaming, I usually don't do this on live streaming days, but the first thing I normally do is I come into Rare Imports, and I go here, and this darn you Donna gives me a bunch of free stuff. So I go through every one of these things, and I collect all the free stuff. So this is the number one thing you should do. As soon as you log on for the day, collect your free stuff. After that, I start running through the daily races. But whatever you can get for free, you want to grab that ASAP. So there's all my free crates. Perfect. I mean, if you do this every single day, you'll get a lot of free stuff. I usually check this twice a day. The sooner you get it, the better, because that restarts the timer. So usually in the morning I check this, and in the evening I check this for free stuff. So once I've collected all my free stuff, I'm going to come out to the map here. And I'm going to look for all the little things I can do. For example, crew cups, token cups. Once you're part of a crew, you want to help your crew earn points. So the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to run through these crew cups. This one's already done, but I would go run these 3 races. Then I'm going to look for supply cups. If there's a supply cup, I'm going to go run through that. Next, I'm going to come down here and look for the weekly elite cup. If that's there, I'm going to run through that. After that, I'm going to come up here to the legends trials. I'm going to bust that out really quick, get myself some legends stuff. Then I'm going to come over here and I'm going to find my daily battle. I'm going to run the daily battle. I mean, you don't have to do it in this particular order, but just doing the daily stuff that I'm showing you right now, like join a crew, do all the little daily stuff, and I'm telling you, you'll earn a lot of game cash and a lot of respect points just by doing that little bit of stuff there. And then when I'm done with all of this, then I just go do some live racing and showdowns and stuff like that. So, is there a way to run 2 accounts on one device? Not recommended, unfortunately. There is a pretty good chance that if you try to run 2 accounts on one device when you're switching back and forth between accounts, there is a pretty good chance you could actually lose one of your accounts. That happens to a lot of people, unfortunately. So the best way to run 2 accounts is to have 2 different devices, each one set up on their own email address. The amount of people who start switching back and forth on one device and lose one or both of their accounts is horrible. So I would not recommend that at all. I mean, you can try it, but there's a very big risk that you're going to lose one of your accounts. But if you go into Google Play Games, there's an app on your phone. If you're on Android at least, I don't know how to do this on Apple, but if you go into Google Play Games you can actually sign into multiple email addresses through Google Play Games and then switch back and forth. But don't do it. Don't do it. On some games, that's fine. For example, I play another mobile game called War Robots, and I switch back and forth all day long. No problem. That game was actually designed to allow you to do that, to where this one wasn't. This game gets confused and things get really messed up. This game's not really designed to allow you to switch accounts, and you really need 2 phones. Now, if you've got a PC, you can always download something like BlueStacks or LD Player, which allows you to play Android games on your PC. So you could always do that. You could always have one account on your phone, one account on your PC, or you could always have 2 phones or something like that, or a phone and a tablet. But it's kind of a big old pain in the buttocks, to tell you the truth. So, alright, so out of Tempest, this is what comes good out of Tempest. Sneaks Ford Focus Trackster is a great Tier 1 car. The Civic 1.5 VTEC is a great Tier 1 car. The Lamborghini Sesto Elemento is a very basic car, but it's cool to have. The little Fins Exige 360 Lotus Boss car is pretty cool. That's a nice little Tier 2 car. The Boss GTI Tier 1 is okay. Most of the other ones are terrible. I actually just made a video going over all the Boss cars the other day. And basically I say they all suck except for probably the ones I just named off right there. But yeah, when it comes to iOS, I can't tell you too much about iOS accounts. Like, I've always been an Android guy. Now, my mom's got some iOS stuff, and she's always having problems with it. And you know, what's kind of crazy is I got my first Android device, and I never looked up how to use anything. I just played with the phone for like 20-30 minutes, and I was like, oh, this was so easy. And I felt like I knew how to do almost everything on the phone. I pick up somebody's iOS or Apple device, I'm just like, Jesus, I hate this thing. Like, it seems so, like, the way they got everything set up, I don't like the Apple devices at all. But I've never had to call customer service before when we were having problems with anything. I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's been a PC, my phone, audio equipment, my streaming software. I've never, ever had to call like customer service for something, but anytime my mom has problems with her iPad, nobody can even figure it out. And we call customer service, and they can't even seem to figure it out. It's crazy. Personally, I'm not a fan of the Apple stuff. Like, I don't like anything about it. I find it confusing. I find it hard to navigate. I don't know why. So I really know very little about how things work on iOS devices because they're not for me. I'm not saying they're bad. They're just not for me. Like, I don't like them personally. Like, if somebody were to buy me a brand new iPad, I would probably sell it and get an Android instead. I'd be like, alright, let me get rid of this thing. I need a new Android. I don't like this iOS stuff. But, you know, everybody likes different things. So to each their own, and whatever you're into, definitely use that. If you like your iOS device, that's awesome. I think the only other thing I can ever remember giving me a hard time is iOS devices and Discord. I find Discord to be a huge pain in the butt. Seems like there's like 6 steps to do something that should have like one 30-second step on Discord. Discord's a pain. I don't know why, I just don't like it. It drives me crazy. Alright, Melon says, if you know how to if you know how to tune cars the advanced way, trust me, you'll never run 2 accounts. Yeah, the only reason I can see someone running 2 accounts is some people do like to get on there and swap races with their accounts. Personally, I don't see the point, but some people like to do that. There's a lot of people that seem to love 2 accounts, but personally, I think that would be a pain in the buttocks. I don't know. 1 account's hard enough to keep up with, let alone 2. But I mean, generally you gotta spend somewhere between 30 minutes and an hour playing this every day to really keep up on everything, in my opinion. I couldn't do that on 2 different accounts. That would be too much. That would be way too much. Alright, yeah, the boss, the Golf GTI with 1 star or no stars will beat every boss in the game except for the last one, and that's only because the game will force you to use a specific car for the last boss. But I beat all of the bosses in the game with the no star Volkswagen Tier 1 GTI. Now I did have to drive it, tune it, and you know, you gotta drive it right, you gotta tune it right, and you gotta have it maxed out. So you do have to have all the parts on it if you want to beat the bosses, especially the second one or the last one. It's just barely fast enough. The one with the star runs about 1/10 of a second faster, so the one with the star is definitely better if you can get it. Alright. Oh yeah, the little Abarth. When I first got that, I was like, what is this piece of crap? Man, this thing is a joke. Turns out, that's not a bad little car. I totally misjudged the Abarth 500. It's pretty good for live racing. I mean, it's pretty good. You can do a lot of stuff with that little car for a low tier. The joke was on me for not giving it a chance, to tell you the truth. I always forget about that little car, but I like that thing. I really like that little thing. It is not too bad whatsoever. Have any of you guys seen my new YouTube channel I made about where I'm doing the interesting fact videos? If you guys like interesting facts, check out the Lightning Lab. That's my new channel on YouTube. Mainly what I'm doing is every day I'm trying to make a YouTube short that's like a 30-second to 1-minute fact. And then like once a week or once every other week, I'm going to take all those facts and make a, like, I don't know, a 10-minute compilation video. So I'm trying to do shorts every day, and then once I get enough of them, make it into a regular video. Alright, Melon says I probably don't have the new update. That very well could be. If I remember correctly, yesterday it downloaded new content on me. But I'm not sure what it added. I don't know if there was another update since then. But yeah, if you can't find me, yeah, if Melon can't find me, Melon's always able to find me, so we probably are on a different update. Ah, look at that. There's one of our guys. Sure enough. I'm going to tell you what. That's a very nice looking car right there. Ah, crab sandwiches. I'm not sure if I like this song here. I don't think I like this music. What song is this? I might unfavorite this one because I'm not sure if I care for it. What do you guys think? This one's kind of weird sounding. It doesn't really fit the channel, does it? Yeah, I'm going to unfavorite that one. I don't like it. It's kind of distracting, I think. Max the Gamer, what's up, my man? We got Max the Gamer in the house. Hey, James. Good to see ya. Alright, so Cam, I think my crew is currently full. All I can tell you is it's called the Exiled Outlaws, spelled with a bunch of crazy weird letters. Honestly, I don't like the fact that we used all those weird letters because nobody can search for it and find it. But it looks cool. It looks good, but all those letters mess everything up. I should be in the 9.8 lobby today, James. We should be in the 9.8 lobby. Alright, let's hit the race button. Three, two, one, go. I was so excited when I got this car. Oh, somebody kicked my butt. Whoever that was, good setup. Good setup, sir. I don't know what you're driving there. It looks like an Aston Martin. Aston Martin something. Is that the Velar? That might be a Velar. Whatever they did, they had a good setup on it because they got me. They got me. We only got about 10 more minutes left on the live stream, everybody. Just so you guys know. 10 more minutes. Hey, look. Oh, wait. I hear somebody else. Same car. Ah, it is a Velar. I was right. Let's try this again. 3, 2, 1, go. I don't know if it's faster or slower to shift early into second on this car. Normally, I don't try to drive my live racing cars fast. Yeah, he ran 9.6 in that thing. Alright, I'm not gonna race you again, man. Go race somebody else. You can obviously beat me up. Twice. I'm not gonna give you a third one, sir. I'm not that nice. I'm nice, but not that nice. There we go. Alright, I'm pretty sure he let me win right there. He ran a 10-0. Either he let me ran or he had a bad run. I don't know what happened. Maybe something happened. He should have ran faster than that. He lost intentionally is what I'm getting at. Ooh. What is that? No, I don't want to race you, sir. Nobody else is here, so I guess we'll do it. I should probably run a couple of really slow ones anyways, so I'm just going to go ahead and let him have another win. Alright, here's a nice slow run coming down the track. You should probably do a nice slow one every once in a while. Okay, he let me win that one. He wants to swap. Gotcha, gotcha. Alright. That's good. I got a slow one and I won. I'll take it. It's actually better when you do a slow run to make sure the game's not messing up your lobby times. It's actually better if you can do it slow and win. Yeah, you know what? That body kit looks good on that 86. I like that body kit. Alright, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Dara says something about a pie in the air fryer. A cottage pie. I don't know what that is. I will say this though, I love my air fryer. It's amazing. Air fryers are awesome. Yep, cool. Yeah, what is a cottage pie? I can't really eat pie. With celiac disease, I probably can't eat anything. I can't eat anything. What's my favorite microphone out of all the ones I've tested? Alright, so Pigtown, I'll be honest with you. If you want really cheap, for $50, you can grab a Fine AM8. Or for a little bit more, you can get the Fine Tank 3. For budget microphones, those are awesome. For about $100, if you're just looking for a USB only microphone for about $100, the Rode Video Mic Go 2 is awesome. If you want a really nice sounding $99 handheld microphone that sounds great in pro quality, the Shure SM57. If you're looking for a really nice sounding condenser microphone that doesn't cost too much, either the Rode NT1 5th generation or the SE Electronics SE4100. If you want to spend a little bit more money, the best microphone I think you can buy for like your average person is the Lauten LS208. You can usually get that for around $500 to $600, which is expensive, but the LS208, the Lauten LS208 is hands down the best microphone you can get that's not like $1,200. Like, I don't understand why they don't charge more money for it, but that's the microphone you normally see me using on my videos. Is the black one. I mean, that's what I'm using right now too, but the black microphone that I usually keep really close to my mouth is the Lauten LS208. It's probably my most used microphone, but it's just killer It is killer for your average person. Alright, so Pigtown, one thing about the SM7B is that thing takes some work to get sounding good. That was not designed for your average person, alright? That was designed for recording studios, broadcast studios with all kinds of high-end equipment, and for people who knows what they're doing for audio engineering. For some weird reason, Joe Rogan bought that and started using it on his podcast, and next thing you know, everybody wanted an SM7B. So Michael Jackson used the SM7A, I think it was, and that made it popular. Then Joe Rogan made it popular in the content creation community, and I'm gonna be honest with you, the SM7B is not for your average person, but everybody wants it for some reason. It's a great microphone, but you got to know how to EQ and add compression and everything else. So it definitely takes a little work to get the SM7B sounding good. Now, personally, my voice actually lives in those low mid frequencies where all the muddy frequencies from your room and stuff can get as well. So a darker sounding microphone like the SM7B doesn't really work for my voice. But in my opinion, you're alright. You can just look at the LS208. That thing's killer. If you want to spend a little over $1,000, look at the Loughton Clarion. But you really need to be recording in a sound-treated room with the Clarion, or it's probably going to sound awful. That microphone's going to pick up every little teeny tiny thing. I've gotten audio, for those of you guys who don't know, I've got an audio and tech channel where I review a lot of microphones. I've probably received, I bet I've gotten over 100 free microphones from companies that send me stuff. I mean, some of them I bought with my own money, but I've got somewhere between 50 and 100 free microphones to review so far. So I've got to use a lot of different microphones. Is it better to have fusion parts on higher stage upgrades? Alright, so put it this way. If you want your car to be as fast as possible, stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, stage 4, stage 5, and stage 6 all need to have fusion parts installed. Let's just say you only put the fusion parts in your stage 5 or stage 6 parts, and you leave stage 1, 2, and 3, and 4 with no fusions, your car is going to run like crap. Alright, so Pigtown, if your ethos was clipping, I'm guessing you are running your gain too high or something. I mean, an ethos, all microphones are about the same. Here's the thing. When you're recording, you should be... Alright, let me explain this to you really quick. Generally, when you record at kind of a low level, and then you push it to the max level on your editing software. You're not really supposed to be pushing your microphone to the maximum on recording. You got to have headroom. Even with a compressor, even sometimes if you're running 2 compressors. Actually, the Rodecaster Pro 2 has 2 compressors. It's got the main compressor, and then it's got the master compeller. So if you got that thing set right, both of those compressors should be turning you down, but you can still clip the Rodecaster itself if you're trying to crank things up too high. So generally what I do, alright, so this is how you're supposed to do this, right? The one thing that the Rodecaster doesn't give you is a limiter. So generally what you do is you record at kind of a low level that gives you headroom. The compressor turns the peaks down, and then you use a limiter to push your voice to the proper volume that you want, and you only want to be limiting like a little teeny tiny bit, because the limiter is like a brick wall. As soon as your audio hits that limiting level, it cuts it off instantly. It's not like a compressor that's just turning you down. The limiter stops you so you never get louder. You know what? Let me see if I can show you something here. I have a limiter running right now that you can actually see working. I've got my limiter boosting my voice by about 15 decibels. So my microphone's actually really quiet, and then the limiter is pushing me up another 15 decibels. Here, check this out. I'll show you it. You'll be able to see it here in a second. Display capture. Add source. All right, see this right here? Whoops. All right, this right here is my limiter, right? If I turn this down, this is how loud my microphone is. I'm extremely quiet now, right? I push this up until it starts limiting, and every time you see that go into the red, that means it's turning me down. So you only want to see that limiter kicking in sometimes for the louder parts of your speaking voice, because the limiter is cutting you off. If you limit too hard, like right there, I'm limiting a lot, I'm probably sounding really distorted and squished and terrible. So you really need to run a limiter and a compressor for best results. But I run a limiter on my streaming software. But yeah, there's a... if you're trying to push your voice to the proper level, you need a limiter to go along. Anyways, I also got my noise gate running here to remove some of the background sound. So if I stop talking, it basically turns the microphone off so you can't hear the extra background noise. But anyways, yeah, there's my terrible streaming software and everything else I got going on here. But where am I at now? There we go. Now I've lost everybody's comments. Okay. So yeah, you need to use a limiter. So even on like OBS Studio, let's just say your limiter doesn't give you a gain booster. There's actually a gain filter right on OBS Studio or Streamlabs where you can turn the gain up and down and then run a limiter after it. So I'm actually going to be, the next video I got planned for my little audio channel, I'm not really sure when I'm going to have time to make it, but it's going to be getting your voice set up to the correct level. I just made one on getting your games to the correct audio levels, but the next one I plan to make is going to be like getting your voice set up properly on your streaming software. But no, all right. DRV, let me show you something really quick. Our stream is pretty much over here anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish this live race, then I will show you something with fusion parts. It doesn't matter what stage you have them in, that's not going to help you, but there is one thing that will help you. I'll show you in 1 second. Let me go back to the lobby here. There's really only one thing to look for here. Hey Robert, what's up my man? How you doing today? Hope you're awesome. Thanks for coming out. Glad you're enjoying the channel. Alright, so the thing is, if you're trying to do like a speed trap, you gotta tune for a speed trap. First off, your car needs to be capable of hitting those times. You gotta have enough parts on the car. And then after that, you gotta tune the car and drive it for a speed trap or a sprint race or whatever type of race you're doing. I mean, there's a lot of variables in there. Alright, so here's the thing with installing fusion parts. This part allows me to install 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pink fusions. So of course 5 pink fusions are going to do a lot. Right, this part only allows me to install 2 fusions. So let's just say I was limited on fusion parts. And I got this up to stage 5 and I didn't have enough fusion parts to put in everything. I would find the parts that hold the most fusions and I would try to upgrade those ones first. I mean, for example, this holds 2 fusions, right? That's not going to do a lot. But this part here holds 4 fusions. That means you're going to get a way bigger boost by filling this part up compared to filling this part up. Does that make sense? Or if we go over to tires, right? So this holds 3 fusion parts and that holds 2, so you always want to, or for example, this one, stage 4 holds 2 parts and stage 3 holds 4 parts. You're going to be way better off filling up stage 3 before stage 4 because, well, this will unlock more fusions. So this one will get blue and pink ones in there, and that just gets 1 green and 1 blue. So this is a much better part to fill the fusions with. So that's really about all there is to it when filling up your fusions, is find the ones that hold the most and try to do that. Let's just say you only had so many green parts or something. I mean, on some cars it might be a little bit different, but you don't want to start and just go in here and fill up the greens and then, well, crap, I'm out of green parts now, and then you miss out filling the part that hold more or whatever. Hopefully that makes sense. Max has a video for the Tier 2 Boxster settings. Yeah, Max has a video that goes over it. The Tier 2 Boxster is awesome. It's a great little car. I mean, Tempest is a little bit of a pain in the butt, to tell you the truth. What's up, Nate Dogg? How are you doing today? Alright, so bottom line is, if you need to beat Tempest, first off, you got to make sure the car you're using is going to be fast enough. If you're sure that your car is fast enough, next you have to have enough parts on your car. After that, you have to tune the car properly for whatever type of race you're trying to do and shift the car properly. I mean, seriously, it's about parts, shift pattern, and tune, and then making sure the car you have is capable. So when you're on one of those races where you got to go the 475 performance points, Maxthegamer does have a lot of videos that will walk you through certain cars, but it sucks trying to refit parts around. I would say on most cars, I shouldn't say on most cars, on a lot of cars there will be specific parts that give it bigger boost than others. But yeah, Max's videos are really good for Tempest. Max is like the king of setting up cars and tuning for Tempest. Whatever car you're trying to use, I would go over to Max's channel or just go to YouTube and type in Maxthegamer. It's all one word, there's no spaces. Just type Maxthegamer Tempest in the name of the car and see if he's got a guide for it, because I'm going to tell you right now, Max's Tempest videos, they're a little bit long, but they're very detailed, and they will walk you through every part of getting that car where it needs to be. I mean, he made some really good in-depth videos on Tempest. Now, back when I did Tempest, I was trying to rush through it with cars that weren't even fast enough yet, and I didn't really know what I was doing. Oh man. I wish I would have known what I was doing at the time and documented it and recorded videos on how everything worked. But at the time I was doing Tempest, I was still getting a feel for the game. There was still a lot of stuff I didn't know. and I was just trying to take cars that weren't good fits and rush through it and get it done. I made a lot of mistakes myself with Tempest, but like knowing what I know now, honestly, Tempest is pretty easy except for Tier 4. It's harder to find a car for Tempest 3 Tier 4 that actually does what you need it to do. Tempest, you know, Tier 1, Tier 2, Tier 3, pretty easy. Tier 5, pretty easy as long as you have a car with enough parts on it. Tier 4 is a little more complicated. I'm going to put the ending screen up, but yeah, if you've got a car, like if you're using like an Elite Tuner's car or a Legends car that doesn't have any stars on it, you're going to be at a huge disadvantage. Those cars that you add stars to make a big difference. Like you got to be able to put the elite tokens into those, right? Almost every Tier 5 car in the game can beat Tempest except for a very small amount of them. I mean, there's like 800 Tier 5 cars, and I think there's only like 5 of them that can't do it. So just about every Tier 5 car can beat Tempest. Tier 4 is really where it becomes complicated. Like Tier 1, I'm telling you, just grab the Volkswagen Golf. Tier 2, use the Porsche Boxster or use the Rocket Bunny Miata. Tier 3, I mean, there's a lot of cars. There are a lot of cars that work for Tier 3. Like I said, Tier 5, just about anything, but Tier 4 is complicated. Just grab the Jack Roush Mustang out of collections, and that car should do it to it. But it's a real major pain in the butt trying to set those cars up on lower upgrades and stuff for Tempest. It's not a lot of fun, to tell you the truth. It was a nightmare for me. I mean, I remember spending over an hour on like a speed trap or a sprint race because I barely had enough parts on the car. I didn't really know which parts to fit around. And I would just go in there and I would change stuff around and retune it, then go rerun the race, then change stuff around and retune it and go run the race and keep losing. I remember times where I spent over an hour just getting a car ready to beat one of those stupid races I got stuck on. So I made some really dumb decisions and did some stuff the stupid hard way back when I was trying to do Tempest. But if I had it to do over again, I wouldn't even bother with Tempest for the first several months I played. I would just play the game. I would do the daily stuff. I'd do my live racing, my showdowns. I would just do all the normal stuff. Then after I get like a nice big collection of good cars, then I would go run through Tempest and just beat that stuff really quick and get it done with. Collect all the boss cars. I would not go in there and I would not upgrade cars just to do Tempest, because the truth is, you know, if you're upgrading just any old car because it can do it, that doesn't mean it's a good car. That means you're putting resources into a car you may never use again. I mean, the thing is, I would only, if I started over brand new, I would only upgrade cars that I knew were actually good and that I liked. And then I wouldn't worry about doing anything other than getting good cars and upgrading them and doing the daily races. And then once I finally had a bunch of good stuff upgraded, then I would go back and run the Tempest and go through all of it. But yeah, I don't know, it's complicated. The game's complicated, but me and Maxthegamer, between the two of us, if you check out my channel and you check out his channel, I mean, just go to YouTube and search for whatever you're looking for. You'll more than likely, my videos and Max's will pop up. Watch those. I mean, you'll be able to find everything you guys need to know about the game. I mean, both of us probably have hundreds of videos that go over different stuff on this game, show you how to do this, show you how to do that. You know, how to do this with your cars, how to do that with your cars, tuning for speed traps, tuning for sprint races, how to beat Tempest with this car, how to, you know, which cars to use for this thing. There's so much stuff. I mean, you could write a freaking encyclopedia on this game, to tell you the truth. It's crazy. It's actually crazy. But anyways, guys, unfortunately, our stream time is about up for the day. My throat's very sore again. I can't shake this darn sinus, man. The doctor gave me some antibiotics, and I think these sinus infections gone, but my sinuses are still terrible. So I need to give my voice a rest because it doesn't enjoy speaking right now. But anyways, I just want to say thank you guys and gals so much for coming out. You're all amazing. Thanks to everybody in the chat who helps people answer questions and stuff that I miss, because I know I miss some of these comments and stuff like that. I'm bad at reading. I'm trying to play, I'm trying to read, I'm trying to yap and answer. It's a big old pain in the buttock. So I know I missed some of your guys' comments and questions. I apologize. But anyways, thank you all so much. You guys, gals are awesome. Lightning out. Have a wonderful day, and we will catch you next time. Bye-bye. All right. Oh, man, tangled up in my headphones. Ah.